of the year with over 54,000 orders. This is it with Link2Home. It is a cord reel, 25-foot extension cord, but it's not just an extension cord. It has 3 outlets, 2 USBs, which most extension cords I've ever seen do not have. So easy to wrap up that cord and really easy to carry anywhere you need to go. Normally $44. We have a special feature price for you, saving you about $4. And you get it home for $10 on Easy Pay. Now, we had 4 colors to choose from. We now have 2 because this has been so popular. From the middle of the summertime when you want to bring all the fun outside to now where you're decorating outside and you need to get an outlet way far out away from the house for the lights. This is the gray. And then we also have it in the blue, but very limited, only a few dozen left in the blue. V36802 is your item number. Scott Hind is back with Link2Home. This is actually smaller than I remember, but we did present this recently. Oh, look at you outside. It's cold, isn't it?
Freezing. I was a lot happier cleaning carpets in front of the fire. I'm not gonna lie, it is cold.
It's bitterly cold. Well, you want to not spend as much time as you have to outside looking for outlets, trying to figure out what to plug into what.
For sure.
My husband was putting up lights the other day and I was like, ooh, I forgot to order this when we first presented it. We weren't quite there yet, so I wasn't thinking about all the lights that we're going to need to plug in. So this is perfect for this time of year.
It is, and I think you make a great point there because you and I present a lot of products together, and there's a lot of products that are products you use, and there's products you use all the time, and that falls into that second category. I use this all the time, and your husband would too. I know your husband is a very handy guy, does a lot of crafts and workmanship around the house, and he could be potentially someone that's tough to buy a gift for because he probably goes and gets his own tools. He goes and gets his own stuff because that's what he likes to do. But there is nobody, no matter how talented you are, how much of a craftsman you are, that can't use this because it's the power where you need it, when you need it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is a 25-foot extension cord, okay? It's a mess, it's awful, but it's always 25 feet. It can't be 1 foot, it can't be 6 foot, 10 foot, whatever. It's always 25 feet. And there's no surge protector on it. And when you go to wind it up, it's a total mess. So if we're able to come back here, I'll show you why this is so much better, because at the end of this extension cord there's no surge protector, there's only 1 outlet, and there's no way to wrap it up efficiently. So this is such a better offer from Link2Home because you're getting all the things that a regular extension cord doesn't give you. So here's the end of that cord.
Blue just sold out.
You get 1 outlet, yes.
Sorry about that. Blue just sold out.
No, it's okay.
So we have gray left.
The color that we don't have.
Yeah,
I apologize.
This is the one that I want though, because our house is kind of like a gray color, and I just kind of want it to disappear. So I'm glad that we still have the gray remaining. So let's take a look back to you, what you were talking about, because we were kind of watching me. Let's watch you and what you were doing.
What you were doing is really important because that's how you reel it up. So at the end of any normal extension cord is only 1 outlet. Okay, so we add one of these things onto it, right? Okay, that's fine. It gives you 3, but the problem is there's no surge protection, there's no USB, there's no power switch here. Instead, you have all of those things here. 3 outlets, 2 USB, on-off, surge protection, and like I said, this piece of junk is always 25 feet. This could be 1, this could be 10, it could be 15, anything up to 25. Then when it's time to reel it back in, just do what you were showing, and it stores up way better. So what would you rather do? Wind it up? Or try and do this nonsense where you're doing this, and it's always a mess. So this is really the way to go.
It really is the way to go, and so it has surge protection on it too.
It does, which is important because if you're out, like say for example, I like to do crafts and woodworking and stuff like that. You can get surges from your tools. Your husband does the same thing, I'm sure, and this will protect you from that. It'll protect your equipment, your electronics, your appliances, whatever you plug it into, you've got that surge protection.
And now what would you plug into the USB ports?
So what we'll do, if we're able to go to you, I'm going to go to my second shot here real quick. I'm going to walk over, and you'll see what all the things that I use it the way I use it in my own home. So I apologize, we're battling the sun here a little bit, and you'll see that when we come back. But what I do is when you do a lot of crafts and stuff and woodworking stuff around the house, you need multiple outlets. But you also need to, for example, maybe watch a how-to video, charge up your phone, a little handheld vac I use for the sawdust. I do a lot of leaf blowing, for example, all around with my Sunjo products, and they're great products, but they're cordless. You can charge up your battery. I've got my orbital sander. I've got my drill. I have all of those things that I use. The beauty of all that, Terry, is it's all plugged in right here into the Link2Home. So all of it's protected with the surge. I only need the amount that I need. I'm about 15 feet away from the outlet. So it gives me all the power I need when and where I need it.
So you're already 15 feet from the outlet. You still would have another 10. You could still go another 10 feet. Now,
That's right.
As we come back to you, would you walk us through everything that you have plugged in there again?
Yeah, absolutely. And so I'm sorry, I lost audio. Are you still there? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're here. We're here. We were
Okay,
we were looking at the video while you were explaining everything that you have there. So we wanted to come back to you.
So
no, that's
when I'm
okay.
out here, I can't see my preview
it's
screen.
okay.
I'm sorry. So sorry. So yeah, so this is how I use it in my own home, because like when I'm out doing projects, okay, I've got my drill, I've got my my orbital sander, I've got everything I need, but I don't necessarily want the sawdust in my garage. So I'm 15 feet out. I could be another 10. I could be 25 feet away from my garage, which is behind the camera. But also, say I want to watch a how-to video, I can charge this up. Here's my hand vac for the sawdust. They're plugged into the USB port. My Sunjo, I do a lot of leaf blowing with that, but I need to charge the backup battery. That can be done too. It's all right here for me. I don't need to keep going back into the garage and getting an extension cord or getting more power. It's all the power I need when and where I need it.
This is really popular. It always is when we present it. Already, how many orders placed just in this show? I think it was about 150. We do have what we just sold out of another color after selling out of 3 colors before that. To me, it doesn't matter what color it is, although if we only have one left, I like this one, the gray, because it'll just kind of blend into anything. 200 orders have now been placed. It's $8 on Easy Pay. And like you said, Scott, this is such a great gift for anyone who does a lot of work, outside, in a garage, anything out of the house where you need to have those extension cords. Anyone you know that has that bin that's full of extension cords that look like the one that you have there, which, you don't want to have to reel it up this way. This is so smart and compact. You pull out as much as you need. Like if I only need this much, that's as far as it goes. And then when I need to reel it back in, oops, I'm doing it the wrong way. I reel it like this and it's back where it should be. Compact, everything's together. You have the surge protection. And then here, walk us through everything that we have here. So you'll have 3 of the...
320 volt outlets, and they're grounded, so you're good there. So that gives you 3, you can plug in whatever you like. Then you get the 2 USBs on your left, my right, and then that same thing. They're speed chargers, so they really, really fast. And then that little button down there on the bottom, that red button, is the reset button in case the surge protection kicks in. And you have a local on and off switch. So if you need to turn power off, say you've got a table saw, and you don't want to leave it powered up because kids are walking around or whatever, you don't have to go back to the outlet and unplug it.
Oh,
you can
nice.
turn the unit itself off. It's brilliant. And then the most important part is, that's exactly right. The most important part is this is 25 feet. It's a mess, and it's always 25 feet. It only has 1 outlet, and if you go to wrap it up, that's even worse. This solves all of those problems.
It really
Compact,
does.
Convenient, all the power you need.
Such a great gift. All right.
I love this.
The
item.
36802 final order of the year. It's been very popular with 54,000 orders. Get yours home because we have the 1 color remaining now. That's final quantities for the year. Thank you so much, Scott.
Always good to see you, Terry. Have a great day.
You too. Okay. Now go inside and get warm.